So my wife has to work for the next 2 weeks, which means she left me here all alone to fend for myself. Which also means I have to feed myself, but it also means I have the entire house all to myself and I can do whatever I want. To include setting up a shooting range in my basement. So what I have here is the cheapest break action pellet gun that I could find at Walmart. It is the Crosman F4. I think they retail for right around 60 bucks for the gun and the scope. This is not the original scope. This is just a cheap scope I found around my house. I bought this gun roughly 5 or 6 years ago, never zeroed it, never took any game with it, but my plan is to use this gun tomorrow to hopefully go get some food. But before we do that, we have to zero it, hence why we made the shooting range in my basement. I'm also just bored and it's dark out. So I'm gonna start off shooting in groups of 3, just see how tight of a grouping I can get. I don't know how well the scope is gonna work on this pellet rifle either. It's pretty cheap. I think they retail for like 25 bucks at Walmart as well, but we're gonna give it a try. First shot. There's our first 3-shot group. Let's go see how we did. So at first I was a little confused because it looks like we have some spalling from the back, but I ended up finding, here's one shot, there's another shot, and then our last shot, I believe. Also, my finger is not painted for anybody that thinks I'm weird. I just smashed it really hard the other day. So it looks like 2 of our shots on the lower side, so we're gonna turn it a couple clicks down, fire another 3 shots. So we did. So right here, looks like our 3 shots. That's a pretty tight group. Looks like I need to come up just a little bit more. So right here is my very last group. I'm gonna call that pretty freaking good to go out and get some squirrels tomorrow. So we just pulled up to the spot. I've never squirrel hunted this block of woods, but every time I've deer hunted it, I've seen plenty of squirrels. It also snowed about 3 or 4 days ago, and it's finally starting to melt away. So hopefully there's some critters out foraging around. Going for red squirrels. If we get lucky, maybe we can get a rabbit. But I'm gonna take a few shots. Make sure our zero is still good, and if it is, go get us some lunch. All right, I got a little cup set up in the snow. I should be able to get that close to a squirrel or a rabbit, so I'm not concerned with shooting too much farther. Make sure we can hit that. So, aiming for this little circle. All 3 shots hit right there, so looks like I'm hitting a little high. I'll just aim a little low, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it much better than that. Also know this thing is just not that accurate of a pellet rifle. Time I shoot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk across this field, walk down this tree line a little bit, then cut up into this block of woods at the end. Just spotted our first squirrel. Oh, he's running now. I don't think I've ever had a squirrel escape me that easily before. I just saw a group of doves over here. Do still have a few days left in dove season. Where'd he go? Somehow I missed. I don't even know how I missed, but somehow I did. Man, that sucks. Looks like there's a few doves out here in this field. I wonder if I can see one, but it's quite a ways away. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a shot quite that far with this brush. Oh, this thing. I don't think it's really gonna be shooting all that far. That sucks. Really wouldn't mind some dove. I see one up on top of this tree. I mean, 2 shots from a pellet gun, and it still didn't die. I saw where he just went down at over here. This dove is not giving up though. There he is. Cool. First kill with the pellet gun. Little dove. Sick. Yeah, him and a squirrel might not be doing too bad. My little pouch here. Sick. Now if we can find a squirrel, or hopefully even a rabbit. I see a huge red squirrel up in the top of that tree. Try to sneak up to him very quietly because I know if he goes any higher, my chances of being able to hit him with this gun is probably not gonna happen. I think we're gonna be able to get this much closer. So let's go ahead and try to take a shot. No way I smoked him. First shot. He's holding on. Oh, he's coming down. See if I can get another shot at him. There he goes. He's down. Oh, dude. Yes, dude. Finally got a squirrel. There he is. This big old red squirrel. Sweet. So we got squirrel and a dove so far. See if we can get one more squirrel. Guys, I forget how fun it can be just to walk around the woods with a pellet rifle hunting small game. I haven't done this since I was probably 15 or 16, but I'm having a pretty good time. This gun is not making it any easy on me though. I've killed 2 games and probably fired 20 shots with this thing. Well guys, I've walked this Black Woods 2 or 3 more times and haven't seen any more squirrels. Luckily the one we do have is pretty freaking large. And then we also got our little dove. So I'm gonna take these things home, see what kind of meal we can make because I am absolutely starving. Well, here's today's damage. Stopped and grabbed a few things to add to our meal. But before that, I gotta clean both of these, so. All right, we got them both flayed up. Now I'm gonna take them inside, clean them up. So here we are in my kitchen. I'm gonna start off by cooking the squirrel. I know a lot of people like to eat or cook their squirrels whole. I'm not a fan of doing that. It kind of creeps me out. So I'm gonna dissect this squirrel a little bit more, and I think it'll work better for the recipe that I'm going for. So I got a cast iron skillet here. I'm gonna pour some oil in it and get it heating up while I cut up that squirrel. I got my squirrel here cut up in this bowl. Been letting it soak in some vinegar to get rid of the gamey taste, but now I'm gonna season it up and throw it in the pan to sear it. In terms of seasoning, I'm gonna start out with some Old Bay. This stuff is good on absolutely everything. Let's get a little bit more actually. Then some lemon pepper seasoning. Also really good on pretty much everything. Some garlic salt. Last but not least, a little bit of paprika. So for whatever reason my video camera cut out, but we put all the squirrel in the bowl, mix it around, now we're about to throw it in the skillet. So for our dub, the store didn't have any actual jalapenos, so I had to get these pickled jalapenos, but should be able to make them work. Pull out a few here. So unfortunately I forgot to grab bacon, but we'll make do without it. I'm just gonna cut the top off. Split the jalapeno right down the middle. Scoop out the insides. Then take our dove, season it up a little bit. Bit of cream cheese. Put it right in the middle of our jalapeno. Lay our dove on top. And the rest of our jalapeno right there. Basically we have some dove jalapeno poppers. Now I'm just gonna throw them in this little tray. Put them in the air fryer. Cooking those in the air fryer at 370 for 15 minutes. Our squirrel just about done. Squirrel is looking pretty done. I'm gonna take it out and put it in this bowl now. Get to cooking the rest of the recipe. I'm gonna dump out this grease. Move the skillet off the burner, and now in goes a can of this Progresso chicken and sausage gumbo. Now we're gonna add our squirrel to that. Then lastly, a thing of sliced potatoes. Turn it on low. Let that simmer. Alright, it's looking like it might be done, so a bowl, try it out. There we go. Let's check on our jalapeno poppers. Those look done as well. All that's up to now is eat. Alright, here's today's meal. Got our dove jalapeno poppers and our squirrel stew. Find a good chunk of squirrel. Potato. First bite, let's see how it is. That tastes freaking amazing. You wouldn't even guess it, that's squirrel. Just try a piece of just plain squirrel, nothing else. was so good. Here's my cat. Well, it took a while, but definitely say it's worth it. It almost has the same texture and consistency, and a lot of the same taste of like chicken. No gamey taste whatsoever. So hot though. Here we have one of our Dove jalapeno poppers. We give that a taste. It's so good. Must be so good. Wow. I'm not disappointed in this at all. Man. Well, on my second bowl now, probably gonna have a third, but if you like today's video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Channel's really small, but I had an absolute blast making today's video, feeling like a kid again, going out with an air rifle and hunting. Small game, it also tasted really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.